Hello Padel Nerds! Today we are going to measure and analyze the variables of time and distance involved in what happens between the serve, the position taken at the net and the first volley. Specifically, we will try to answer the following questions. How much time elapses between a serve and the reception of it? How much time elapses and what distance must the player move from the serve to his attack position? How much time elapses between the response to the serve and the first volley? How much is the total time that a player has from the serve until the return arrives to execute the first volley? This can give us an approximate value that we can use when designing serve and volley training exercises. To start, let's put it in context. The match, Tapia Coelho against Chinotto Galen, Premier Padel P1 tournament in the city of Milan in 2024. Arturo Coelho serves from the center of the court from the backhand side, and Alejandro Galen responds with a backhand down the line. This is a random example, where we consider that the response comes quickly, which means that it can serve as an example of studying the real magnitudes for analysis. This is where we will try to analyze the first questions. How much time elapses between a service and the receipt of the same? Here we can see that the time between the service and its reception is 1000 milliseconds, or 1 second. It should be noted that this data can vary significantly depending on various factors. Now let's look at the second question. How much time elapses and how far must the player travel from the serve to his attack position? Here we can see that the player travels a distance of 4.69 meters in a time of 1360 milliseconds, or 1.36 seconds, from his initial position to his attack position at the net. It should be noted that the faster the player takes the position, the better prepared he will be for the execution. Let's move on to the third question. How much time elapses between the response to the serve and the first volley? In this case, the response takes about 760 milliseconds, 0.76 seconds, to reach its destination. If we add up all the times here, we can answer the fourth, last and most important question. How much is the total time that a player has from the service until the return arrives to execute the first volley? We can see that in this example the total time between the serve and the execution of the first volley is 1760 milliseconds, or 1.76 seconds. This would be the reference time that we could use as a target to train the return to the net after the serve. To conclude, we also leave an image of the graph where we can see the values of distances in meters on the vertical axis and times in milliseconds on the horizontal axis. Here you can see that the larger the segment between the player's position and his execution, the more comfortable he will execute the shot. Therefore, from the point of view of the player who serves, one should try to make the transition as quickly as possible. In addition, we could add that if the player does not have the physical ability to make this movement, he can slow down the serve to have more time in the transition. This can help in some cases, but at the same time it leaves the possibility of playing the return more comfortably to the opponent. We hope to have collaborated with someone, and if you are interested in these topics, we ask you to follow us on our YouTube profile at Padel Nerds or on our website padelnerds.com.